Welcome to Sisters in Arms. I'm Kerrie Ann Auclair. This is where we educate, advocate, and tell true stories. So welcome back, Charlie Cook. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. The last episode we had you on, and so if you haven't seen episode, what is it, 63? Check it out. We have more information regarding Charlie Cook and his Riding Shotgun with Charlie YouTube channel that he does. So
I'm happy to be back. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. So this episode, we're going to talk a lot about the Gun Rights Policy Conference and what is that? Where did it come from? Because I know that's part of the Second Amendment Foundation. And this is my second year going and my second time speaking there. So I was really excited and honored to be asked to come back. I'm like, really? You want me to come back after last year? No. So tell us a little bit about, again, you had a role in the Gun Rights Policy Conference as well as AmCon, but your role for the Gun Rights Policy Conference was Sunday as an MC. So
yeah, absolutely. So in 2016 is when I started my show. And like I said in the last time, I interviewed Mark Walters from Armed American Radio, and he called me up the next day and said, "Hey, that was really cool, driving people around. That was really fun. I'd like to help you." And I'm like, "I don't really know what this means." So then he called me back 2 days later, and he's like, "Would you like to speak at the Gun Rights Policy Conference in Tampa in a month?" And I'm like, "Absolutely, of course I want to. Yes, I do." So I went down, and like I said, this is where I met my people. This is where I met everyone that I've become friends with. It's Gun Rights Policy Conference it really is all of the movers and shakers that are in the gun community, and it's not Hickok 45 and Demolition Ranch and all those sorts of guys. It's the people that are setting the precedence of what all the legal stuff is, and it's people from state organizations, it's attorneys. There was 1 year, maybe 2 years, probably more, where Alan Gura went and did a presentation. Alan Gura was one of the attorneys, I believe he was one of the attorneys in the Heller case. So yeah, so they have all these heavy hitters that are doing all sorts of legal work and making things happen.
Our grassroots.
Grassroots organizations. Holly Sullivan from Connecticut Citizens Defense League. She's been going to these. She's one of the movers and shakers that goes to this, and it's really great. It's great to hang out and see these people, and you get a chance to have coffee with them and talk with them. It's incredible. It really is an awesome experience.
It is, and honestly, I'm honored to be, coming back again and speak. That was really something. And every time I go, I get on that stage and I'm really nervous as hell, but it really is an opportunity to be able to use your voice and get out there and do something that I truly believe in my mission. And it's a passion. So, this is your second year emceeing?
Yeah, so like I said, so in 2016 was the first time I went and did a presentation. I was on the panel of people that use new media to promote gun rights. I hadn't even started putting a show out. Like, I was filming shows to put out, right? And I'm like, I don't know how this happened. I went from having this idea to have a show and start a YouTube channel in April to speaking at a conference in September.
That quick?
It was wild.
Oh, okay.
It was fast. And so I've been going every year, and I would always be on the panel. 1 year I was on a different panel of people, but I've been doing that since 2016, and then in what was 2 years ago? 23?
Yeah.
So I guess last year in 2024 they started the rebranding and revamping, and that I think that was the year that Adam Kraut took over, became the executive director, right? I can't remember his title, but Adam Kraut wanted to change things, so they rebranded SAF. We don't call it SAF anymore, we call it SAF. So it was part of that process was to give, instead of having a lot of speakers speak for 6 or 7 minutes, they wanted less speakers to speak for 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So people got a little more time to dive into what they talk about and what their topic is. And I wasn't asked to speak that year, but then I got a phone call from one of the SAF folks, and they said, "Hey, listen, we want to know if you're interested in being the MC." And I'm like, "Really?" She's like, "Yes." I'm like, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
so that's how it happened.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then they asked me again this year, and I'm like, of course I'm going to do this.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
great. I think once you put your put your foot out there and say, of course I'm going to do this. They're
Right.
gonna, they're like, all right.
Yeah, they're really in. They get you every year.
So Charlie's from Massachusetts, if everybody doesn't know. That's why I wanted somebody in the studio to talk about this, because, fellow Massachusetts person, going to Gun Rights Policy Conference. And
it's only a drive.
Yeah, it's only a drive. But so tell us more about your experience being part of this. And so talk about it like from two standpoints. When you were not a speaker and when you were not part of the Gun Rights Policy Conference, as far as emceeing, what do you get out of the whole?
Oh, so I usually sit there and try to take notes, and figure out where a lot of the people if you're really into this, you'll recognize the names. You'll know Alan Gura, or you'll know John Lott, or you'll know. We all know Mark Smith and stuff. So when these guys do presentations, you want to try to soak up as much information as you can about whatever their topic is. And if there's not something you know about, or you're not sure about, you write that down, you go back, you do some research to find out what it is that they're talking about, or what court case that they're talking about. And it really is drinking from the hose. Like, there's so much information and so many things. Good way to put it. It's a lot, but it's great. Yeah. It's a wonderful weekend.
And so we do have some pictures we can pull up, because I know they had a lot of heavy hitters. I mean, every time I go, there's a lot of heavy hitters. But this year
was the first year that
up.
Right, like sometimes the pro-gun groups don't necessarily get along, and this year Second Amendment Foundation had some people from NRA there.
Yeah,
so
that was
really
awesome.
Cool.
So this is Mike Harris and I, my colleague, and you're in the background. And there I am, and that's starting it off.
This is day number 1, right?
Yeah, it was I think it was day 1. Yeah, this was AmCon. So that was the day of AmCon. So we do have another picture as well. We can start it off with Jared.
So Jared was the keynote on Saturday. Also a former Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Right, former masshole. Yeah, Jared really gets people going, riled up.
Yes, and he has many things going on. He has a YouTube channel.
He's got a million things.
Oh my God.
He's got the coffee company.
Yes, Blackout.
Yeah, Blackout Coffee. Doesn't he have a whiskey company now? I saw him promoting some whiskey recently.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask.
Yeah.
And he's got a YouTube channel as well.
He's got a YouTube channel. And he's also part of this new network called We the Free.
We the Free.
We the Free.
And Guns and Gadgets, right?
Guns and Gadgets is his main channel on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep, and he's
so
awesome.
He's
great.
Such
a down-to-earth, modest, humble person.
Yep.
And when he speaks, he really, truly speaks from the heart.
He
was a former police officer.
Former police officer here in the Commonwealth.
Yep, and somewhere else too, not
in
Detroit, New Orleans.
He was a cop in New Orleans, yeah.
So he's been around the block, so to speak.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
So his speech was awesome. Okay, so then we got Mark Smith. I love him so much.
Yeah.
Four Boxers Diner. I like watching his channel because I'm not like an attorney. I don't understand. I'm starting to understand all the process, but it's a lot to learn.
Yeah, all the legalese.
Yep.
He breaks it down really well.
He really breaks it down real well. So somebody that like myself, or somebody that's starting out trying to understand this, he makes it so you can understand it. Mm-hmm. He was a keynote speaker, wasn't he?
He did a presentation at Amm-Con, and he also did a presentation for GRPC.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah.
Very nice guy. And then, yes, that was me speaking.
That's you?
Oh, and I sang the national anthem.
And you sang the national anthem.
I was so excited about that. And this is Doug Hamlin. So let's talk about Doug Hamlin and the NRA, because I think we should talk about that. Because I know the NRA had some bad rep. He had bad,
yes,
juju
a lot of bad
going
juju
on.
with all the stuff with Wayne.
Yep.
Yeah. And so Doug, I had a chance to interview Doug about a year ago down at NRA headquarters in Fairfax. Mark Keefe he's been with American Riflemen and NRA for forever. And I pulled into the NRA parking lot, and Mark Keefe came out to make sure everything was okay. Right? And then he's like, Doug's going to be in a couple of minutes. You have the cameras ready to go? Is everything all set? I'm like, I think so. I think everything's cool. But it was really cool to me that Mark Keefe was the guy that's coming out to make sure everything's cool. Right?
That's so funny.
And Doug worked with a publishing company for a long time, with Peterson I think it's Peterson Publishing. Anyway, so he's been in publishing. He was publishing the NRA magazines for a long time, and he's very organized, very professional about everything. So.
Right. Easy to talk to too.
Very easy to talk to. A really nice guy, easy to get along with. He's doing a lot of amazing stuff to change the way that the board of directors, the way the NRA is doing things, along with the new folks that we have on the board of directors that are they're building reformers.
A lot of new faces. A lot of new faces.
A lot of new faces, for sure.
Amanda being one of them.
Yeah.
And more women, I think, are jumping on too. So
there are.
Teresa
awesome. Eineker's one of the new gals too.
That's right.
From New Jersey.
Yep. I love her. I love them. I love them all. But yeah, so Doug did a good job. And he was actually a speaker at the event that we did for the 250th anniversary of Lexington and Concord. So I got a chance to really get to know him there. So it was a lot of fun.
He's a really good guy.
So let's see what else we got. Who else we got? That was it. All right, so I have more. I just couldn't put everybody. So let's talk about Saturday, because Saturday you emceed it. Sunday, excuse me. So I know you had an amazing agenda, a list.
I had, the presenters?
Yes.
Yeah.
The speakers.
The one, we had Kostas Moros, Lee Williams went up and spoke. The one I think that really was an amazing story and had a huge impact on me was Robin Sandoval's presentation. She's from A Girl and a Gun, and she talked about how they're the largest pro-female pro-gun organization, and they do 3-gun stuff. They do a lot of training. She told some story about how kids are doing this TikTok challenge, where they go to somebody's house and they kick the door in to see if they can kick it in.
Yes.
And some kids went to this woman's house, and this woman was with A Girl and a Gun. She's done a lot of training. She's done a lot of 3-gun competition. She's changed the way that she lives. So she now lives an armed lifestyle, and she has a home defense plan. She didn't know that it was just some teenage kids that were kicking in her door. Right. So she hears the door being pounded on. She grabs a gun, stands at the door. They do not get in her house. They turn around and leave. She caught all of this on her Ring doorbell, sent it out to the neighborhood social media group, and she said, "Hey, if these are your kids, I'd like to have a little talk with them, with the parents." So some parents said, "Hey, those are our kids." She says, "Come on over. We'll have a hot chocolate and talk about this." And she said, "I understand that you guys were doing this, and I understand there's no big deal. I didn't know it was a big deal. If you would have broken through my door, I would have shot you. So you might not want to do this.
Yeah.
This isn't really a game. Even though you think it's a fun game, some people don't know it's a game to you, and you could end yourself. Yeah, you could end up not being in a good place."
Yeah, Yeah, I remember that story. She did an awesome job, but it's crazy to think that these TikTok challenges are going everywhere. People have died because of this. Kids have died for these stupid TikTok challenges.
Right, where people try to jump scare you and whatnot, and somebody pulls a gun out, and we've seen videos like that too.
Yeah, so you had Susan Myers, you had Cheryl Todd, you had Bobby Cox.
Let's talk about Cheryl for a second. So Cheryl Todd has a show called Gun Freedom Radio.
Hey, I like that. You did good.
I know, I've been working on it. And so she and her husband have a show called Gun Freedom Radio. She's part of the Women for Gun Rights. She's part of the Arizona Citizens Defense League. She's got her hands in a lot of things. She's with you on the Second Amendment
Yep, Second Amendment Institute, Women for Gun Rights, yep.
She got the Activist of the Year, which was really cool.
Oh my God. And she's like, I'm not, you could tell she was trying to hold back those tears. I'm like, no, dude, if I got up there, I'd be bawling on my eyes.
Right, oh my gosh. Yeah, so, this is the great thing about the awards. At the lunchtime for the award, at Gun Rights Policy Conference on Saturday, they serve lunch, which is fantastic. Then they do an awards at lunch. And nobody knows what's going on for the awards. Nobody knows who it is. So I ended up getting 2 awards. I got the Defender of Liberty in 2017, which I wasn't expecting. I was hoping, I hope Amanda gets something, right? And Amanda gets called up. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. Then they called me up. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. And then 2 years later in 2019, I was in Phoenix. I got the Blogger of the Year award. And I wasn't paying any attention at all. And no, I'm sitting there having my lunch, eating my little roast beef sandwich, and then the guy next to me elbowed me. He's like, "Hey man, they just called your name." I'm like, "For what?" He's like, for an award. So I went up and I got the award for being the blogger of the year, which was
Yep.
an unbelievable
That's
honor.
funny because last year when Goal got the award, I'm sitting there going, did they just say Goal? And so Jared's like, you gotta go.
You gotta go.
Oh, right, okay, I'm going.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's great, yeah. So
And Mike Harris got an award.
Mike got the Defender of Liberty,
Yep.
Liberty this year for all the stuff he's been doing and
Yep.
getting help with all the stuff that we have going on here.
Yep.
So it's great. So there were a lot of great speakers on Sunday. Sunday is only from 12 to noon. Some people travel back home on Sundays. For me,
And that's so sad because I was like half the room. It felt like it just disappeared. I'm
yeah.
like, and then I'm sitting there going, there's got to be a way where we can get people to stay the second day, the full day. And I felt so bad because there were so many good speakers that worked so hard to get to that point.
To get to
and,
that point,
you
to
know,
get invited
and
to
been
work
asked,
on a
exactly.
presentation.
And then all of a sudden half the room's gone. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's
I mean, Mike and I left, we had to leave that night. So we were running around trying to pack up and
Right,
I'm
what are
like,
you
I don't
gonna-
want
what
to
are you
do
gonna
that
do with your
again.
suitcases?
Next year,
Yeah.
I'm leaving the next day because I missed a lot.
So for me, for a content creator, as soon as it's done, it's work time. I filmed. I got there on when did I get there? I got there on Thursday. AmCon was on Friday. I filmed a show on Friday afternoon. I filmed a show Saturday morning. I filmed a show Saturday afternoon, and I filmed a show Sunday afternoon. I also squeezed in an hour to be a guest on a show, and I co-hosted Amanda's show with Amanda and John Richardson, who's also on the board of directors at NRA. So it's a
Work
jam-packed
time.
weekend. It
Yep.
really is. It's a busy work weekend.
And Saturday, there was, and maybe you can kind of, were you there Saturday?
I was almost
Bouncing.
busy the whole time.
Yeah, because you were bouncing back
Yeah,
and
I'm
forth.
all
But
over the
Saturday, we
place.
had a lot of amazing speakers as well. And there's so many speakers that I wish we could touch upon. It's just like 2 days full. But again, if you go to the Second Amendment Foundation's YouTube channel, or even on the website and click on the link, it'll bring you to all they're actually dropping the speakers now. They're still doing it. So
Yeah.
I think they're into Saturday morning now, I think. So you can go to the YouTube channel and click on each speaker and
check out the
you know,
presentation.
check it out.
The one that I didn't get to catch, but I did listen to, was with Sarah Weaver.
Yes.
And
yes.
I got to interview Sarah Weaver on Friday, which was very cool. Sarah is the daughter of Randy Weaver. Randy Weaver, of course, is the known for the Ruby Ridge incident back in 1992 in Idaho.
That was such a
and
incredible, sad story.
yeah, it's crazy when you hear that that their son shot and killed an ATF agent, and then the ATF shot and killed their son, killed their dog, and then shot the mom in the head while she had the 10-month-old infant in her hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so they shot the mom as she was holding the baby.
yep.
Yeah.
And it was something over something so silly.
So what it was there was an ATF agent. There was an ATF agent that asked Randy Weaver to do something that was illegal. He asked him to make a sawed-off shotgun or saw off the barrel of a shotgun, and he needed to provide food for his family, so he did. And it's entrapment is what it was.
Yep.
And what they said is, they said either we're going to arrest you for making a sawed-off shotgun, or you're going to help us get into this group of people and be an informant for us. And he's like, I'm not going to do that. And they're like, okay, well then we're going to come get you.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's such a sad story. And, you know, her talking about it on stage, you can feel and hear the emotion.
Oh my gosh! And this was so we're in 2025. This happened in 1992.
Yeah.
And I try to be a fun guy. I want to enjoy having people on the show. I'm driving her around. I've got Tanner in the back seat and her husband in the back seat, and I'm thinking to myself, she's gonna break down, and I don't like.
How am I going to hold it together?
I don't want to have a show where I make women cry
Right.
and then drive them around the car. Like that's not my jam.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what? Once she got to the point where you're like, oh my goodness, this is going to be uncomfortable. I said, you can find it. She's got a book out. called Ruby Ridge to Freedom. So I said, you can go buy that book and read all the details. Let's talk about how you healed from this and what you've been doing afterwards to repair your life, because she was very anti-religious after this, and then she became super religious. It's just an incredible
enormous
story.
PTSD too, I heard.
Absolutely.
And how can you not?
Still, of course.
Yeah, like.
Of course.
Yeah, that was emotional. There was a lot of emotional speakers this year, I think, too, that came up and you're like, what did he just say? What did they just say? So, wow. Yeah, so check out Gun Rights Policy Conference, SAF, Second Amendment Foundation.
Second Amendment Foundation.
So I think it's saf.org.
Yep. And it's what I love about it is the Gun Rights Policy Conference is free. You have to get there. You have to put yourself up at the hotel, and you can probably find someone to room me with, because I'm tactically frugal, and that's what I do. So I find someone I can stay with and split the hotel costs. But it's completely free. They give you a ton of information. They will a ton of information, ton of education. You get a chance to network with everybody, and they provide lunch too. They get lunch and coffee and whatnot.
I mean, and let's just talk about that for a second, because let's see, you got Tanner, you got Jen. Help me remember everybody. Obviously, Adam, Matt
Coffey.
Alan.
Alan Gottlieb.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then who's the other young lady that was there? The blonde. I forgot her name.
Danielle.
Danielle.
Was it Danielle?
I think it's
there
Danielle.
were a couple other people too. So this is really weird. I can meet the movers and shakers. I can meet them and remember their name. But then the people that work at SAF, I'm like, I know I need to know their name.
Oh,
but I didn't get it the first time, and I don't remember, and I don't want to ask.
Is it Max or Matthew?
Okay,
Koffel?
I'm going to go with it.
Matt Koffel?
Matt Coffey?
Yeah, Coffey.
Matt Coffey,
yeah.
yeah.
They're all amazing, and the work that they put into this is incredible. And there's so many other people behind the scenes that I probably am not even mentioning, that you need to know that, damn, you did a good job. And just, I don't think they get enough credit.
No, they don't. They don't. And it's a great weekend. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. It's very expensive for SAF to put this on.
Yeah.
They used to. They don't do it anymore. I was shocked by this the first year that I went. They used to have a stack of books on the table. Like, I swear to God, a stack of books, probably about 18 pounds worth of books. And if you don't plan for that when you're flying home, it's going to be an issue when you're checked luggage.
Yep.
I went the first year. I remember having a backpack with my computer in it and just loading up my backpack with a bunch of extra books. Like, because it was my suitcase was at the 50-pound limit, and my carry-on was maxed out as well. So you're trying to bring all this stuff home. And what I do is, I love having books, but I don't take time to read.
I know,
unfortunately.
right.
So I end up giving the books to friends and said, "Hey, I got this book. I got this. I want you to have this. Check this out." So it's cool.
It was such a wonderful weekend. It really was, and I'm looking forward to next year.
To next year.
I do have to mention real quickly, because I just want to mention my speech.
Yeah.
And so my title of my speech was "Advocacy Through Action: The Future is Watching." And I don't know if you had a chance to watch it yet, but it was really kind of based on the fact that we talk in our echo chamber all the time. In the Gun Rights Policy Conference, again, we're talking into their echo chamber. And I would love to see non-gun owners get to this conference. If you believe in our mission and you believe that we should all, our Second Amendment, our civil rights matter, I think it would be amazing to see more people come to this conference so we can talk not to just the echo chamber, but to everyone else. So my speech was basically on trying to get that message across to our youth. And how can we get it to the youth? How can we get the real information and the truth to the youth so we can have them move forward with our mission? Because we're not always going to be here. And how do we do that? So I was proud of that speech. I just had to mention that because the Massachusetts Junior Conservation Camp was also mentioned in the speech, and along with the anniversary we did in April.
Yeah,
So-
that's cool. So the anniversary obviously was a big thing. It was the 250th anniversary of the Shot Heard Around the World this year,
Yep.
and you did an amazing job
Thank
putting
you.
on the huge event, and it was Gold's biggest fundraiser.
Yeah, $24,000 we made.
Unbelievable. So congratulations for
Yeah.
that. And then the Junior Conservation Camp. Obviously, I never got to go because I'm not a junior, but you got to go.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Did one of your kids go?
No, none of my kids went. I wish they actually did, but it was an eye opener for me because I realized, just watching these kids learn about shotgun, rifle, pistol, black powder, it was absolutely incredible. Just them asking questions and being the one to tell them the truth of what an AR really stands for. And Armalite, by the way, people, not assault rifle. And it was just an amazing opportunity and it was an eye opener for me that we need to really start figuring out how to get
the younger people into it, yeah.
Getting them more involved.
You did a show with some of the people, the kids.
I did,
that went, right?
a couple of months ago, yeah, I did a show with
awesome.
Ron and John was there as well. So it was awesome. But
Did you have some kids?
yeah. So Mo Palmer's daughter.
Mo Palmer.
Mo Palmer, yep. Mars, she was there. I always say her name wrong, so just have to think about that. Mars. So it was awesome. It was awesome. But to go back to the Gun Rights Policy Conference, I think it's great. I'm looking forward to next year. Hopefully I can sing the national anthem. That was a highlight. And you did a fabulous job. And I hope more people can jump on and really pay attention because it really is worth going.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I said, it's one of the things that I went to my first one in 2016, and I've gone every year since then. It's been in Tampa, it's been in Phoenix, it's been in Chicago, it's been in Dallas. This year was Salt Lake City. They try to find some place that's, from what I understand, they try to find some place that's got a hotel that's big enough to accommodate everybody, also close to the airport, so it's not too far, and people don't have to rent cars and do all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of things that make decisions and to go into this, and it's legit. It's my go-to every year.
Yep.
Once you go, you'll absolutely be hooked. So you should check out Second Amendment Foundation and try to plan for it. It's usually the last weekend in September.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you came on because you have been so directly connected with the gun rights policy, and you've hooked me up with a lot of things that I would never ever be part of, and I thank you for that. But it's helping each other out, right?
That's what it's about.
And being part of Massachusetts, this was a perfect opportunity to come on my show, so thank you, and talk about a lot of different events. And so stay tuned because there's a lot more to come. So continue watching Sisters in Arms. If you have any questions at all, reach out to sistersinarms2022@gmail.com. Any last words, Charlie?
No, thanks for having me. This was great. Thank you.
And what's your email? Or the
you
can.
It's below.
It's below. All right, check out his YouTube channel as well. Riding Shotgun with Charlie.
Thanks.
Thanks again. Stay tuned. Keep vigilant. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Love you, friend.